What's up, YouTube? Vengefulsorrow here once again, and welcome back. Another drinking video. Alright. What are we doing today? Well, no alcohol, but I got myself a 2-liter of Sierra Mist. Alright, so hopefully we'll get ourselves quite a bit of burps. Now, I do want to tell you, it's 2 liters, but it's not full. It's about right there. So it's like a glass. I had a glass out of it. So hopefully, we'll just get some burps out of it and everybody will be happy. Alright, let's go. Woo. Got sprayed. Probably won't be the biggest burps. I'll be honest. I saw one of my older videos and man, my burps used to be fucking huge. I miss my old burps. But thing about those is I was like 50 pounds lighter. So I think that there's just, I don't know, man, there's just something going on with my body that doesn't make such awesome burps. Let's see. So you might be asking yourself, Vengefulsorrow, why the hell do you have Sierra Mist? Your drink of choice is Mountain Dew. Why are you drinking Sierra Mist? Well, I got West Shore Pizza the other day, and they don't have Mountain Dew. They only have Pepsi and Sierra Mist. And I just wasn't in the mood for Pepsi, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's get some Sierra Mist. Because I haven't had that shit in a long time. And, it's supposed to be just like, Sprite. It's lemon lime soda. It's literally Sprite. So why the fuck not, right? Growing up my whole life, all I drank was Sprite. That was like my drink. So I'm accustomed to lemon lime soda. So if y'all had West Shore Pizza, I don't even know how widespread it is. It's like, I know it's in Tampa, but I know there's a couple other cities it's in. I don't think it's like nationwide, but it's pretty good. You got a bunch of various items on their menu, which is cool because you can get like a burger delivered to your house. But the thing is, it's not the greatest burger. I tried it just to try it, but their subs are good and their pizza's good. So alright, so I do want to mention I did update my Patreon goals because apparently I made my Patreon back in like 2014 because it says I'm unemployed right now. That was during a thing where I wasn't working for 6 months. Nothing bad, but so it says, oh, I'm unemployed. So I think I remember I made that during my when I was unemployed for 6 months or whatever. So I updated all that shit. I made some tiers. Now previously it was just like $5, and you get a request video. But I added some other tiers. Fuck. So $5 will get you all my deleted videos. I've got, I think, like 5 or 6 deleted videos that were just inappropriate content for YouTube. So if you do the $5 thing, I re-uploaded them, but they're kept private, and I'll send you a link to them. Because they just kept getting reported because, oh, this is inappropriate for my child and this and that. So I found them. I thought they were gone forever, but they're stored on YouTube servers, so I can view the video of my deleted things. Like, it's awesome. So I downloaded the videos, re-uploaded them. They're private. I'll get you a link. I think it's the big one is the 151 Bacardi video. That was a great video. That was my favorite video ever that I made, and it sucks. But now it's up again. At least it exists still. That's the cool thing. And that and a few other videos I'll give you access to. I think the next tier up is get access, or you get a request video. You pick the drink, you pick the topic, and I'll talk about whatever you want. Is there a third one? There's 4. The third one is you get a personal private video. Not going to be like anything explicit, but I'll give you something that you want to see. And then the 4th tier is you get a liquor slam. Some days I might just do liquor slams for the hell of it, but you can get me a request, or I can get you a personal liquor slam. So if you're interested in that, check it out. I don't really expect many people to check it out, but it's updated. That's the cool. Oh fuck, that's the cool thing. Fuck. Man, that one was a bad one. That one felt weird coming out. This shit's like super gassy. Like, to me, soda isn't usually this gassy. Not for me, but like here, it's like extra like carbonated or something. All right. Alright, so fuck. Let's talk about some shit. Let's talk about some random topics. I know somebody had mentioned about hearing some stories from my past. What kind of got me to being who I am. So let's talk about that a little bit, because we got a little bit to go. Fuck. So, I was born and raised. Well, I wasn't born. I was born, Okay. So, I was born in Connecticut, but I don't remember any of it because my family moved down here when I was like a year old. So, I was born somewhere else, but I was raised here in Tampa. I lived in a shitty trailer park. Like, decrepit. The whole place was garbage. My fucking trailer that we lived in, it was like 50 years old at the time. I mean, the floor almost didn't exist anymore. Because, in a mobile home or trailer, you got to walk up the stairs to get on there. The floor in multiple parts of that house had fucking caved in. And to fix it, my family had just put plywood, like they ripped the carpet up, put plywood down to like make it so you like a bigger plywood than the hole, and then just put the rug back over, the carpet back over. And then, man, my first bedroom in that house, because it was a single wide, one of the short ones too. Like, because I've looked up some mobile homes. What are they like? 14 feet, 12 to 14 feet is the the single wide trailers. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. But the length, if I was going by some of the mobile homes that I've searched, couldn't have been more than like 60 feet, which isn't that great, because it's like a little bit longer than a school bus. My first bedroom in there was less than half the size of this room. And half of it was a closet that's about that size, which is weird. The closet was gigantic. The room itself was like a third or a quarter of this. It was tiny. So that was my first bedroom for a long time. And then our house got robbed a few times. There was just so many criminals in that place. You got the drunk people who hang out, walk in the streets all night, and there's a lot of gang violence in that place. Fucking crazy, because it's like all the time I would hear just fights happening outside my window. Heard a gunshot once. But it was our neighborhood versus the neighborhood over. That was the kind of gang shit that it was. I think, it's weird, but our gang leader was actually, he was a cool dude, and I was cool with him. I really didn't have many friends back then, or I had a small circle, but, I had gone to school with this kid for my whole, life growing up. He was in I think he was like a year older than me, but he got held back, but he was in the same grade as me. So he was basically the leader of our neighborhood gang. And, it was, he was cool with me. He didn't hate me, I guess you could say that. But he probably defended his neighborhood, and I was part of his neighborhood, so. And, once I got older, towards the end of my time living there, I guess I became part of the problem. I mean, there was this old crazy cat lady who lived, a few streets over. Me and my clique would just ride our bikes past her, call her insulting names, because she would just sit out on her front porch. She must have been 50, and she was a little heavier, and she was a complete slut. Like, she would fuck anybody, and I'm talking not the kids, but like older guys. And she would just sit out on her fucking patio in a bikini, top and bottom, drinking a glass of wine all day, every day. So me and my group of kids I hung with would just ride by and just call her insulting names and shit. And, bad stuff. And one of the reasons I lost all my friends is because they wanted to burglarize this woman's house. They broke in, 3 of my friends, and I didn't want to do it. I made the smart decision not to go. So I hung the fuck back, and I went home, and I didn't get arrested and put in jail for 3 weeks, but they all did, and then one of them moved away, the other one moved away, and then the other one moved away. So that's kind of how I lost contact with them. But yeah, we still talk from time to time. Let's see. There's a lot of personalities in that place, though. Like I said, you had crazy cat lady. I think, ironically, her name was Kathy. You've got the certain people. You've got Old Man Joe, got Wheelchair Johnny, had cerebral palsy. You had maintenance guy Bob, maintenance man Bob, whatever. We had our neighbors who at least my family had nicknames for all of them. Certain people. There's a lot of personalities in that place, and I'll be honest, I miss that because that was the kind of time in my life where it was, I was a teenager, and it was like every day there's something going on because, my family would be hanging out with this person today or this person, or oh, it's 9 o'clock and this person just rode by, let's talk to them. Fuck. Nowadays, the only people knocking on our door are the pizza delivery people. We're almost done here. And we're almost done here, too. Yeah. And, there's just so many things. We would fish on our pond all the time. We lived on a pond. It's crazy. In that little pond, there's a lot of shit. There had perch, bass, catfish. You had the regular catfish, and then you had like the walking catfish, which you'd see walking across the the streets all the time. When the water got high. There's gators in those ponds. Bluegills, like the fish, those were in there. Of course, you could go out and catch minnows. There's a lot of tadpoles when it comes time for frog season or whatever. Crazy. A lot of people use those ponds to like dump their pet goldfish when they didn't want them anymore. So there was, for a while at least, a big colony of like the those koi goldfish, those giant goldfish, whatever they are, those things. That was cool because they would always people would always feed them bread, because there's this little tunnel bridge thing that went over it, so they'd always feed them shits from there. Cool. So I actually got lots more stories about my neighborhood and growing up and shit, so I'm actually interested to tell them because I don't know if I've told all of them ever to anybody. So cool. Exclusive on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.